Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you how to plant tulips. Tulips come in a dazzling array of colors, heights, forms, and bloom times, and they're one of the easiest flowers to grow. Whether you plant them in groups of 10 or 10,000, tulips always put on an impressive show. Now, tulips should be planted in the late fall for blooms the following spring. And since tulips are susceptible to fungal diseases, it's ideal to plant the bulbs in November when cool soil temperatures will suppress fungal growth. Start by selecting a site that has full sun and, most importantly, well-draining soil, because tulip bulbs can rot in soil that's too wet. You can plant the tulips in large drifts, small pockets throughout your garden, in beautiful containers, individually amongst other plants in a flower border, or in a cutting garden like you see behind me. But whatever your desired effect, tulip bulbs should be planted 6 to 7 inches deep with the pointy side of the bulb facing up. These bulbs should feel nice and firm to the touch, so discard any that are mushy or show signs of rot. Now, spacing in between your tulip bulbs is dependent on how you want the show to look in the spring. For an extra full look, plant the bulbs 2 to 3 inches apart. For use in containers or in a cutting garden, plant the bulbs even closer together, what we call egg carton style, where the tulip bulbs are almost touching. For a more open feel where perennials and ground covers will be grown around your tulip bulbs, space them approximately 4 to 5 inches apart. Now, once you have your tulip bulbs in the ground, simply backfill the area with soil and water well if rain is not in the forecast. Unfortunately, sometimes digging animals such as squirrels will come to steal your precious tulip investment. Combat this by covering the planting area with chicken wire and securing the perimeter of the chicken wire down with rocks. Leave the chicken wire in place all winter and remove it once green growth emerges in the spring. If deer are an issue, consider planting your tulips in a fenced-in area. Since there are early, mid, and late season tulips, you can literally have tulips in bloom for up to 2 months. Start off the tulip season with an early Fusteriana tulip, something like Exotic Emperor, one of my personal favorites. Next, go for a mid-season tulip, something like this beauty called Apricot Delight. And then finish off the season with a late or double late tulip, something like this called Negrita Double. Tulips always look their best the first spring after planting, but if the soil and growing conditions are ideal, they may return for another year. However, the flowers will generally be smaller, or you may not get any flowers at all. So for the best results, after your tulips are done blooming, simply pull the entire plant bulb and all and plant fresh new bulbs each fall. Well, I sure hope this video on how to plant tulips was helpful and that you'll plant some tulips in your garden this fall. From all of us here at Longfield Gardens, happy gardening. Bye!